Welcome. In front of me is an iPhone 14 and today I'll show you how you can move your music from your computer to your phone so you can store your music locally instead of listening to it from the cloud. Now, even though right now majority of people use some kind of cloud streaming, this will allow you to listen to your music without any internet connection. Now, the downside is it's a little bit gimmicky because this is Apple. And if you're using Windows, it's even more annoying than if you would be using a Mac. So on Windows side, you need to download iTunes, which can be done by going into the Microsoft Store. So simply search for Store, and load a store. And from here you can search for iTunes and simply download it from here. It's free, so you don't have to worry about that one. It's enough that you already spent $1,000 on the phone. That's interesting. What? So it's showing me that there's nothing there, but what happens if I click on an app? Oh great, so the app actually exists. Windows. Anyway, so from here you can just get it. And once you have it installed, you open it up. Now on the Mac side, obviously if you're using Mac OS, simply open up the music application. And when you plug in your phone, it should appear in your music app on the Mac OS. On Windows side, it will just show up right here. You can click on it. And from here, we can start off by getting our music. So if you have your music already added to your music application on macOS, that's great. If you don't, then drag it wherever you keep your music into the music app, drop it, and it should be added. And same goes for iTunes user. As you can see, I have a couple albums added already, but the way you do it, even though you already have the music on your computer and you have the music app, it needs to have a location. So either you can just grab it and drag it over, or you can go into the settings and find the location of your music library. And let me just quickly desktop. So as you can see, there's my music. So what you would do is just grab it, drag it over, and drop it, and this would start processing the music, and it'll begin equalizing, so all the tracks are the same volume. So give it some time. The more music obviously you drop in at a single moment, the longer this will take. So just be patient. Once it's finished, you can then see your albums right here. Now, next thing is the two different ways you can move the music into your phone. So as you can see, we're right now in the albums. You can just grab an entire album, which in this case consists of 7 tracks. As you can see, that's 7 number. This one has 9. So you can just grab either one, or you can select both of them and then drag it over to your iPhone. Now, there's a downside to this, and I'll show what I mean. So if I drag it over, drop it, one of them. So it's been moved, right? I can open up music here, and you should be able to see it. Library, and there we go. And there is the nine tracks that I have copied. I can obviously play them. So yeah, anyway, now the second way you can do it is by going into your phone and then going into music, sync, and here comes the stupidity of just Apple in general. So if you move the music manually, it gives you this stupid effing message. So are you sure you want to remove existing music? No, it's not really what I selected. I'm just wanting to sync it using this feature. It doesn't mean I want to remove it. But iTunes tells you, no, F off, remove it and sync, even though you're technically not syncing shit. So yeah, from here, you can select if you want to sync entire library or just specific playlists. Now, what I would recommend doing is starting off with this option by syncing the music and then adding it manually. If you, for instance, add new artists and you just want to, I don't know, select them and just quickly drag and drop it. So what you would do right now is, for instance, select which album did I have added here. So I have added this one. So obviously if I select the other one, select apply, it removed the previous one that I have added because F my time, obviously it's worth nothing. So, but like I mentioned, if you start off with this function right here, so syncing your music, I could sync artists. Obviously I only have one, so this doesn't really show you a greatest example, but if I had more than one, I could select obviously more than this artist, and if I would add more tracks from this specific artist, it would automatically sync it to my phone the moment I plug it into my computer, which is a nice thing. And additionally, if you started off with syncing it, you can now go to obviously your library and you can just grab in the second one, drag it, and wow, would you look at that, I can just add it without removing anything. It's baffling how stupid this is, but hey, it works. So start off by syncing, and then you can utilize both methods, by syncing and by manually dragging it over. What a crazy idea. It didn't require removing any music. So yeah, if you do the correct order, you can utilize both. If you don't, then Apple just decides to screw you over. Now there's one more thing which I don't know if it's still a occurring problem, feature, however you want to classify this. So iTunes used to work, and I'm assuming it still does work this way, that if I sync my music any kind of way from this computer, if I would plug it into a new computer, even though it's mine, even though both of those computers, for instance, are trusted, both of them are signed into the same iCloud or whatever, and if I try to move over different types of music from there, because maybe I just keep different music on a different laptop as an example than on my desktop, iTunes will tell me, piss off, remove the music that I have synced over to move the new one from this iTunes, because they're separate and you cannot move over like from two different iTunes for some reason. I genuinely hope this is removed, because if it's still a thing, then holy crap, how is this company apparently the biggest tech giant in the world? If it's removed, congrats, you did the bare minimum, but I'm saying this just to warn you in case you might keep some kind of different libraries. If you have a laptop and a desktop, this might pose some kind of problems later on for you. So you might want to just check it out, copy single music from one computer and copy another music, single track from another one, and see if it tells you that it requires you to remove the previously synced music. If it does, obviously you will know that the problem still persists. And if it doesn't, then you can utilize both computers, which, great. Now, anyway, with that rumble being over now, obviously this video showed hopefully pretty well how you can import your music to your phone so you can store it locally on a device. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.